Okay, I only take orders. First of all, I just want all of y'all to just turn to your right. Look at that beautiful bar that's been set up. There's beer, there's nice bottles of wine. I'm thirsty. But unfortunately, I have about an hour of content that I need to cover. Now, if you all listen to me and do everything I tell you, I think I can squeeze it in 20 minutes. Okay? Is that okay? But you'll have to do everything I tell you to do. And we'll do it fast. Okay? So first of all, as all of y'all are sitting, we're going to close our eyes and we're going to do some deep breathing. Okay? Let me demonstrate. For those of you who are in yoga will know this very well. I'm going to count till 4. You're going to breathe in through your nose. You're going to hold at the top of your breath for a count of 2 or 3, and then release. Making that noise. Is that okay? All right, everybody close your eyes. You're going to breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. I'm going to breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open your eyes. How do y'all feel? Energized. Just keep in mind that we are all connected to our breath. And our source of energy is just coming from the same energy source. Now we're going to do something else. You're going to look at the person to your right or left if you don't have anybody on your right. And I want you to exchange something that is personal about you, not work related, just anything. Could be I have 2 kids, it's my birthday, it's my credit card number. So, yeah. Well, SS is out there, so it's already out there. So if you all don't mind, take a minute to do that.
That's your personal. Awesome.
Now stop. Now stop. Now stop. Please stop. And who says that Asians Americans don't talk? Look at you. You can't stop talking. So just to remember this concept of trust, right? You shared information with your person you may have met for the first time today, right? And we are in a community that came in this morning about 160, 170 strong, and you guys are still here, right? Collaborating, exchanging. Right? I have this habit of really listening. And some of my friends call me a lifelong student because I still take notes. So I take notes in every session. And just remember what we just did. Because when we started today, we first of all said we are here to celebrate a decade. Just think for a minute. A decade of meaningful impact, remarkable growth, and a thriving community. Thanks to this gentleman here, John. Then we had a kickoff where Laura said, I hope you're leaving inspired, and I hope you made some new connections. True. Then we had Joyce, who gave us a lot of statistics, by the way. That was so Asian. But what I did take away from that session is all of the things that she talked about her company creating offshore in Asia Pac and how important it was to connect to leaders. Then we had the whole fireside chat in which, I wrote down 2 things: create more meaningful work experiences, keeping people at the center of innovation, not just for efficiencies. And it was about being a talent creator, not just a consumer. Then we went on to talk about the past, present, and future, and the importance of personal relationships and connections. There were 3 R's. I missed the first 2, Manindo. The last one was resurrection. That one I remember. And then we talked about trust with responsible AI. And we talked about accelerating our careers and where a non-linear path is created and how you pivot. And every pivot is used as a connection point to cover the gaps that we may have in our careers. Okay. And then about dismantling stereotypes. Tanya and Rohan, you all led that session. I didn't attend the other 2 either. And it was about empowering, it's about risk-taking, and then taking care of each other and connecting. In the women allyship, thank you for the wonderful definition. I am more educated today on the definition of allyship, and we all stand behind that together. Thank you. It's about dropping the word I think. That resonated really well with me. And use your stereotype to your advantage and be a risk taker. Lastly, I think in the last session, we heard about the future, and I have to tell you, Alan, Jay, Joanna, all 3 of you, that was my favorite. You were vulnerable, you shared your stories, because all of us can relate to that in some way, shape, or form. And the statement that stuck with me was, we spend our whole lives preparing. We spend our whole lives preparing, and then we wait for the opportunity to knock. And then we have to act. And the second thing I heard, that if you do lose, don't lose the learnings. If you lose, don't lose the learnings. And so that, I think, is my summary. And the reason I had you do those 3 things up front, because if I were to summarize the day, it was about community, it was about collaboration, and it was about connections. And it's about putting our people at the center of it, center of everything that we do, and trust. Trust is the glue that keeps us going. So with that, I'm going to end my closing comments. And I did have a slide that I put up there, which I won't bore you through, which basically talks about, the binary Big Bang. I hope you will read that. This was something that Manish had talked about in terms of the tech vision. But this talks about how you keep humans in the loop of everything that we're doing with generative AI. Okay. And now, to officially close, I will invite both Scott Plank and Rohan, who wants to make a few announcements of what is there in the future. And Scott is the associate broker at Douglas Elliman, and also our AABC board member. So with that, let me hand over so that we can get you to drinks sooner than the hour that I said.